Hulk Hogan, we coming for you. 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 Hulk Hogan, we coming for you.
I find that incredibly ironic how the guy who sat here and told Terry that this was the worst feeling he had, and yet you got a crowd who's chanting this, and you are smiling your ass off. And as much as I have problems with Booker T, you my dude, but you're kind of like a bitch right now. You don't need Terry to sit here and make you feel better, but I guess you have to make sure that he knows you feel better. That being said, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go. We're just gonna go.
But the main thing is, you bunch of fuckers, despite the provocation from the cavalry, no fighting.
For a long time.
No fighting. No
run.
fucking fighting. No fighting.
For a
No
long time.
fucking fighting! Good.
Redeem these nuts! Wow! Oh, there you go.
We walk, and after we take that Luger in the jab, we walk the gold, sucker. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
I should point out for the record, Steve.
This is what I'm so damn good. I can be speedball, my baby. I can be kissing on chill. Get it right when you say the boy's name. I got a following like I'm running the campaign. I'm in the cockpit like a fan's running the plane. I take the show and then disappear like Dave Blaine. I ain't wanna do it to you, but you push the issue. Man, I blow my nose on you, boy. It's all this tissue. Ain't another rapper with a flow is mine. So when it's showtime, you get thrown to the ropes and clothesline. First I capture the streets, then aim for the charts. Like when I capture the beat, I aim for your heart. Most of the dog careers was doomed from the start. You a video gangster, you on the shit of the part. When you land in the snake, I'ma mow your lawn. Then expose the world using fake. So keep your eyes peeled. You might not see me coming, cause I'm tinted up on the windshield. You don't really want it with me, so you need to pull up a chair, something, cause I ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I don't think you want it. You don't really want it with me, so you need to pull up a chair, something, cause I ain't going nowhere. With Bumpy wildin' out in two twin Porsches, I'm in a GS spinning with dual exhausts, in a rain hydroplaning trying to be so cautious. Under the hood screaming, you can hear the horse.
Oh boy. I mention how much I actually love the shit I do. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Smashing Show. I am your host, the Captain Ron Johnson. We've got ourselves a pretty crazy weekend. It's been already a crazy week. We actually had ourselves some madness that actually went on, and right now there's still madness going on. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, there are people in New York who is probably sitting there hoping to God that what's happening isn't going to happen again. We already saw what pretty much went down there. Obviously, the Pacers sat here and got themselves up 1-0, and a lot of people were not happy about that. And right now in the third quarter, we have ourselves a tie. Right now at this point at 54 all with about 9 minutes left in that period. But that's not the only conference final that is going on tonight because we have another conference final that's actually going on tonight. We have the Western Conference Final, which is actually going down. Edmonton, who is down 1-0 after the Dallas Stars managed to just do the impossible, yet once again, are up 1-0 in the second period of that game. And on top of that, we have Friday night fights. Or in some cases, Friday night football fights. Best way we could put it. The St. Louis Battlehawks are actually, who've already clinched a spot in the XFL championship game against the DC Defenders, are up 21-10 at the half on the San Antonio Brahmas. But again, we're not done yet. There's a lot more to go through. We've had ourselves a crazy week, have we not? Would you like to be able to sit here and actually see what the hell actually happened? I gotta figure I would. Before we start, I'd like to send our thoughts and prayers to the family of the two Jewish embassy members who sat here and lost their lives a few days ago. As that was pretty much sat here and actually happening, I want to be able to send those prayers to them as well. What I also want to do is I want to be able to maybe put a little Zom on this. Zom Folks UFL actually comes up with this one, and this is a big one for the Battlehawks right now because the DC Defenders can clinch the number 1 seed with a win and a St. Louis loss. So maybe the Brahmas will actually sell to the plates in the second half. We'll see what happens. Michigan will clinch number 1 seed with just a win altogether this weekend. And the Brahmas will clinch number 1 pick with a win, with a loss, and a Memphis win, which tragically, I understand it. I understand it makes sense. And again, we're not done. It gets better. It gets a lot better. The reason why it gets better is because of the fact that we did have ourselves a little bit of owners' meetings this week in the NFL. The infamous tush push was actually being voted on. And, well, I'm just going to let it speak for itself. Please tell me what the fuck Jerry Jones was thinking. And I'm asking this for a reason. To everybody who pretty much wanted to know what the hell was going on. Jerry Jones. Let's talk. You know what? In the words of Trick Williams, let's talk about it. If there is ever two owners who just literally do not understand the concept of the NFL, Jerry Jones and that little Chucky bastard who Al Davis had to spawn out, those two would be probably the biggest jagoffs I have seen in a long time. Now, granted, obviously, Jim Irsay sitting here passing away earlier this week, or I believe 24 hours ago. That was a big one because Jim Irsay was that guy. But I want you to see about what he said about this tush push. Quote, am I really against the tush push or just want Philadelphia to have an edge? Jag off, you dumb old senile bastard. Let me go ahead and put this nice as possible for you, Jerry Jones. Your fans have to deal with your ass every single year. For somehow, some way, this dumb prick actually gets the pleasure, the temerity, the audacity to actually still be breathing long enough to watch his team choke its way out. I see better choke jobs on 50 Shades of Grey, and this dumb motherfucker right here actually has the balls to sit here and actually say something like this. Maybe you have been able to sit here and stop Philadelphia. Maybe Cowboys fans need to come to realization that, to put it as nice as possible, Dallas is Philadelphia's bitch. And You can tell him I said it. I don't care. What's Michael Parsons going to do? Not a damn thing. What is everybody else going to do? Not a damn thing. When it comes down to it, Dallas, I feel like, is Philadelphia's bitch. Philadelphia's actually gotten the better of Dallas for at least the last few years. And now you guys say Quad? Lord Quad Barkley? Nah. Philadelphia is pretty much going to win that division, in my opinion, but don't take my word for it. Take his. Ladies and gentlemen, Eagles fan Joe Quills. What you got for me, brother? Oh, I know you got words. Oh, I know you got some words. We're having some sound difficulties with Joe, but we coming back to him. Just trust me. This is going to be fun. This is going to be good. Because I know he's got a lot to say about this dumbass's fucking comment. Come on now. I'm shaking my head both at Jerry and at you. You're my dude. That's why I'm saying, put it nicely. However, I'm gonna get this all out. While we're doing all this, folks, Bleacher Brothers is actually saying doing something big. As Rocket Reese and I have sat here and done this a lot. Angelo Rockins and Capataz Ford present the divisions. And we are going to be doing the divisions. It's actually a little something that we're going to be doing right around July, right around the time when preseason is supposed to be kicking in and all that shit. We all know preseason is probably not going to happen. But I will tell you this. It's going to feel good being able to do that. There he is.
Okay. I see the microphone going up and down here, so I think I got it fixed.
It's going to be going now. You already see what Jerry Jones sits here has sat here and said. You as a fan, I'm gonna let you. You know what? Do it. Have as much fun with it as you want. You know what?
Well,
I got drinks. I got drinks. Have
okay. Okay. Well, first of all, it's going to be a revenge season for the Eagles, even as champions, because every team except one who's on the Eagles schedule voted to ban the tush push. The only one that didn't was Detroit. Now, Jerry, he probably doesn't even know what he was voting for because he's 82, 83, whatever it is.
See now, Viagra, that kind of thing. You know, the usual.
Yeah. So I don't know what what was he thinking, but I actually heard when I covered the story on Thursday night or last night, as a matter of fact, because last night was Thursday night because I'm a dope. Hey, it's been a long week.
I wasn't trying to hold that against you.
No, but it seemed like he had a couple of questions that actually made sense to Jason Kelsey. Because Jason Kelsey spoke to the owners.
Kelsey?
Mm-hmm.
That should have been the first sign that shit was going to hit the fan. Because if I'm not mistaken, I believe Travis is probably pissed off, but he's clapping Taylor Swift's cheeks, so he could probably give a rat's ass.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, Jason,
he was at the owners' meetings. He got the call from Jeffrey Lurie.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. You know what? I'm gonna put it down. Go ahead.
But but then again, we had Jeffrey Lurie also saying, this was a wet boy, a boy's wet dream or something like that. But Jerry Jones, a wet dream to him now is just pissing his pants every 5 minutes.
That's kind of a fucked up thing to say, but okay.
But I'm glad it stayed. And the ironic thing is, the vote was 22-10.
True.
which was the same score that the Philadelphia Eagles defeated the Green Bay Karens in the walkout round.
Which I don't think that the Eagles can I don't think the Packers can say anything. I don't feel like the Eagles can say anything. But since I have you here, I do have to bring up another nice little topic for you. And I'm going to bring that up for you right now because, quite frankly, I'm an asshole. And I'm pretty sure you feel the same way about this guy as I do. I'm going to pull the picture up, and you can sit here and tell me what you think.
I'm trying to think of the right word to describe him. Not your typical owner.
Very dumb, crazy, drunk bastard.
Mm-hmm. He had his own band. He had a huge collection of guitars, and he had Muhammad Ali's belt from the Rumble in the Jungle. He had all kinds of memorabilia as well, but he cared about his team. He was a lifer with Indianapolis because he was a GM when he was 24.
True.
So, I mean, you get all kinds of vibes with him, both good and bad. Addiction.
I mean, I'm not saying completely that he's that kind of jagoff, but you know what? I think my best Jim Irsay's probably has something to do with a certain individual, and maybe it's just me. Let me see if I can actually bring up any of that because well, it's Jim Irsay, and I gotta feel like just because of the fact that we're going down this road, I kind of feel like, you know what? Let's sit here and have some fun with it. So, Jim Irsay, Mel Kiper, you already know where I'm going. You already know where I'm going.
59th annual selection meeting, as they call it in the NFL. And as the rules change and the brave new world of the salary cap and teams and free agency, perhaps more than ever before, a premium on the 7 rounds of the NFL draft.
I mean, so many things were going on in '94 that really hadn't been seen before. You had underclassmen being drafted in fairly significant numbers. You had free
pick that I had McGinnis going number 4 to New England. And really, I thought it because he isn't.
Is it just me, or maybe it's just me? This is probably like a flat one there, Joe. Ron Jaworski has had the same fucking mustache for the past 3 fucking decades. How the fuck does he pull that off?
I have no idea.
Like, honestly. I mean, hell, I have shaved off my whole face, and I don't think I've actually pulled off a mustache like Ron Jaworski. This guy has had this right here. Pretty much his entire career at ESPN, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Impact player.
All right, Mel, the Rams now on the board. Now let's take a look at yours. Where should they be looking for value?
Well, their position.
Mel Kiper has built a career for himself as the outsider with inside knowledge, the first great armchair GM. He has published his own draft guide every spring since 1981.
Yeah, this is the same guy that sat here and thought that Lamar Jackson was going to be a bust, but Jamarcus Russell was going to be a badass. How'd that work out for you there, Mel? Just curious.
Did not work well for him.
Not one damn bit.
Complete with write-ups on each pro prospect.
I'm always interested to read his book, as long as he sends it free.
By 1994, Kiper and his big board were fixtures of the broadcast. There was little debate as to who would go number 1, but intrigue surrounded the landing spots for Heath Schuler and Trey.
First-round picks. The number 2 pick right now, and the number 7 pick overall.
With the second pick in the first round, the Indianapolis Colts select Marshall Faulk, running back, San Diego State.
He's a great back, but I strongly disagree with his pick. It's not any criticism at all of Marshall Faulk. Colts have to come out of this draft with a quarterback, and if they don't, they're ripe for some criticism.
Kiper, he had been building up 2 weeks prior to the draft about
Mel, maybe it's just me. Joe, is it safe to say that Mel Kiper's an asshole?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure for my own peace of mind.
having to take a quarterback. And I was the opinion that I was running the Colts and not anybody on a network.
Bill Tobin took the future Hall of Famer. He had acquired the Colts' other top 10 pick by trading Jeff George to the Falcons, leaving free agent signee Jim Harbaugh as the only quarterback on the roster. The same Harbaugh that Tobin drafted 8 years earlier as GM of the Chicago Bears.
Walter Payton and Jim Harbaugh, the two most competitive players I've ever been around in my life. And he was going to be my quarterback. I wasn't interested in Trent Dilfer and Heath Schuler. We didn't have either one of them in our top 10 players.
I'm sorry, but Jim Harbaugh must have did something really right up to that damn point to sit here. I mean, because Jim Harbaugh is a great asset right now. But I feel like I want to get to this Mel Kiper beef because this is some shit.
The signature moment of the 1994 draft.
The Rams have made a trade with Indianapolis, and Indianapolis has selected Trev Alberts, linebacker from Nebraska.
Wow. That's something.
It kind of seems like Mel Kiper's about to basically go off right about now. Am I wrong in this, Joe?
So he's going to go Screaming A long before we knew what Screaming A was?
He's going to go Screaming A like there's no day tomorrow, which is almost ironic. I think Mel Kiper is the white version of Stephen A. Smith.
Melvin A. Kiper?
Yeah, I feel. Melvin A. Kiper Smith. I feel like he's that guy.
Well, I mean, Albert's a great player. Yeah, there's no question about that. But you got a problem with this move?
I think it's a typical Colt move. I mean, here's a team that needed a franchise quarterback to pass up a Trent Dilfer when all you have is Jim Harbaugh. Give me a break. That's why the Colts are picking second every year in the draft, not battling for the Super Bowl like other clubs in the National Football League.
It was. Let's see here. Let's compare. You know what? Just because I'm an asshole, I'm going to compare. How did Trent Dilfer do in the NFL? I believe he was a runner-up for the Super Bowl a few years ago when he was with Seattle and played for the Seahawks. Lost the Super Bowl to a rookie named Ben Roethlisberger that he also didn't like. And then we have, it's like, oh my God,
Trent Dilfer.
I mean,
Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl for Tampa Bay.
He won a Super Bowl for Tampa Bay.
I mean, not Tampa Bay, Baltimore.
He won a Super Bowl for Baltimore.
Yeah,
but he also lost the Super Bowl a few years later to if I'm not mistaken, to Will Behold.
No, that was
Roethlisberger.
That was Hasselbeck lost to Roethlisberger.
Hasselbeck lost it?
Yeah.
So Trent Dilfer won one Super Bowl. I believe he had the same marks for Aaron Rodgers. How many Super Bowls have Aaron Rodgers sat here and won?
One.
And he's about to become the quarterback for the Steelers. Jesus Christ.
And I think he's
there's no nice way to sit here and say this, but Mel Kiper doesn't know what the shit he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, tell me I'm telling lies. I mean, it makes no sense with this guy.
And
Mel Kiper just wants to be bitchy all the damn time.
And before
Mel, where are you going, babes? Mild-mannered Mel. All of a sudden, boom, here he comes.
That's why the Colts are picking second every year in the draft.
Mel was never shy in his opinion, and he wasn't shy in his opinion in this case.
Well, you think about Jim Harbaugh was a solid quarterback. Not a great one. And you felt like, okay, can these quarterbacks improve your position? And I thought Trent Dilfer could.
And obviously, general managers don't like to be called out like that by analysts.
So shortly afterward, we kick it down to Indianapolis, where Chris Mortensen is with Bill Tobin.
I knew you'd have one surprise for us today.
Not a surprise to us.
No, that's great. I mean, no, that's what I mean. I'm not, hey. One question, Bill. A lot of criticism about not taking a quarterback here. Your response?
Well, we got a guy up there. Who in the hell is Mel Kiper, in a way?
I mean, here's a guy that criticizes everybody, whoever they take. He's got the answers to who you should take and who you shouldn't take. In my knowledge of him, he's never ever put on a jockstrap. He's never been a coach. He's never been a scout. He's never been an administrator. And all of a sudden, he's an expert. He's in our papers 2 days ago telling us who we have to take. We don't have to take anybody that Mel Kiper says we have to take. Mel Kiper has no more credentials to do what he's doing than my neighbor, and my neighbor's a postman, and he doesn't even have season tickets to the NFL.
I mean, he ain't lying. Let's be honest. As much people don't, if most people want to be like, you can't say anything bad about Mel Kiper. Yes, we can. This is the same guy who sat here and said, and I quote, Lamar Jackson is going to be a tight end by the end of his career. Tim Tebow is going to be one of the greatest quarterbacks in the NFL. I'm a Gators fan. I'll even sit here and attest to it. Tim Tebow would attest to it. He wasn't that good of a quarterback. But Lamar Jackson, a tight end? I will say this as nice as I can. Mel Kiper has all the greatest mind in the world. But on a personal, professional level, in the words of Stone Cold Steve Austin, he's a big piece of trash. What? He's a big piece of trash. What? He sucks. What? He's a pathetic. What? He's a jackass. What? You're pathetic. What? You suck. I have not liked Mel Kiper for the longest time, and it's Mel Kiper's fault. But it is going to be very interesting next year's draft to literally not have the shootout lashings between Jim Irsay and Mel Kiper. So, is there a chance we could get me and Chris to sit here and just talk smack during the draft?
Why not?
I figured, why not? I mean, Chris believes he is Mel Kiper incarnate, and well, I drink like Jim Irsay, so I'm pretty sure I can sit here and fit that bill. But there was some things that sat here and transpired. And I'm gonna give on behalf of WWE, I'm gonna give my apologies to the city of New Orleans, because a few months ago we found out that New Orleans was going to be hosting next year's WrestleMania.
Yeah.
However, that was not the case. If I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong on this one, New Orleans is not hosting next year's WrestleMania. Am I true on that there, Joe?
That's what I've been seeing for the last 24 hours.
From what I hear, and I'll even bring this up for everybody else, WrestlingNewsCo.com actually brought it up on YouTube, and I'll actually bring it up. Apparently, New Orleans is not going to host this year's WrestleMania. Apparently, they're going to run it back and do it in Vegas for some crazy ass shit city fuck reason. I don't know. But this is the news that's basically coming out. Instead of WrestleMania, New Orleans will host WWE's Money in the Bank Premium Live event in next year. Which I think that you have to probably sit here and give New Orleans something for nothing at this very juncture if you're going to be this way. Apparently, the decision was part of an expanding multi-year agreement negotiated between the local New Orleans organizers and TKO Group Holdings. So, in other words, us here in the States are giving you hell for your stupidity versus those jagoffs known as the Saudis. And you can tell those bitch ass motherfuckers I said it. I don't care. They're not going to do a damn thing to me. What are you going to do? Sit here and put me in the damn little cloak and sit here and maybe one of their own? I look more Saudi than half those bitches. But New Orleans, my apologies. My apologies to you, because apparently I got more respect for you than WWE has. That's what it looks like. And you could tell the media I said it. I don't care. They can get mad. They can get salty. Don't give a damn.
Yeah, I've seen 3 different places they could host it. I don't know if did they confirm Vegas yet?
They are saying Vegas at least up to this point. That's at least what I've been informed on. Is that they're going to run it back in Vegas. Now it has not been confirmed, but it is Vegas.
Yeah, because they also said I also saw possibly London and possibly Saudi Arabia.
If London or Saudi Arabia gets a WWE WrestleMania, if they get WrestleMania before pretty much any other cities that have actually sat here and opened their doors up to WWE, I feel like that would be a spit in the face to them. You want to give it to the Saudis, or you want to give it to the English? I got a problem with the English because they want to try their hardest to sit here and match up to what AEW did when they've done AEW All In London the last 2 years. I have no problem with that, except for the very fact that they're trying too damn hard. They're trying too hard. And I'll be realistic. You want everything the way it's gonna be. I am all for it, but at that same token, you got to do better. I give you guys a quick score update since I have all this time in the world. The Oilers apparently are waking up right now. Oilers are up 3-0 on the Dallas Stars, looking to even that series up. They are knee deep in the second intermission. We got Zamboni sitting here running around right now as we speak. I'm gonna also sit here and bring you guys an update on the NBA playoffs, because I know there are some people that are actually got some money on this mess. Got some money on Indiana possibly going up 2-0. Not at this very moment. Third quarter, we have ourselves an 81-81 tie at the end of the third going into the fourth. So I'm actually feeling good about this one because I was talking to my brother last night or a couple of nights ago, and me and him were sitting here going back and forth, and I was just saying, hey, how good would it feel if Indiana actually wins that game? I want to see that. I want to see Indiana win this series, and for Tyrese Halliburton to sit here and just do this. I'm sorry, but that's just gangsta in all of itself. And for all the peoples, or at least the ones that are at least above water, that are still rooting for the Brahmas right now, the Brahmas were trying to make a comeback up until this point. Blankenship kicked in a field goal right now as we speak. It is 24-13. Bowhawks. We do have ourselves our conference championship games. So if people are trying to figure out in their heads what the hell is going on, trust me, we got you covered. We got you hella covered because somebody had to sit here and actually bring the mess on. I know people are still trying to figure out in their heads if they want to rock with the UFL. Let me go ahead and just bring it up for you, so at least that way you guys have it. And I will even bring some of my personal email. That's how much I love you. I bring on my personal email. That's how much of an asshole I am, too. So here you go. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your UFL Conference Championships as they're actually going. Out of USFL, you have the Birmingham Stallions taking on the Michigan Panthers. I like it. Jake Bates is somewhere in Detroit praying his ass off that the Panthers go to the UFL Conference Championship. And the XFL Conference Championship game, the DC Defenders will take on my boys, the St. Louis Bellhawks. Bellhawks with a chance to not only host the XFL Conference Championship, which they are, but they'll also have a chance to host the UFL Conference Championship, as that was announced earlier this year. And at that UFL Conference Championship, as I've heard, my sources are telling me that they are going to actually reveal who is going to be the next team to actually get the nod for next season. The next 2 teams should be coming for that nod between the Conference Championship games and the UFL Championship. They will be adding 2 more teams. And my word is that Seattle will be one of the many. Seattle will be one of them, which means, at least for me on the West Coast, I'll get to watch my Battlehawks sit here and lay the smackdown on the Sea Dragons one more time, or two more times if we play it right. I actually like that. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot.
And it's just a matter of who that second team is.
From what I'm understanding, the second team is either going to be Philly or Pittsburgh. They're looking to try to move themselves up into a little further in the East Coast because they've seen the success of the DC Snake Train. They've seen it. They love it. They want more of it.
I get the feeling Pittsburgh.
I feel like Pittsburgh will probably get the rundown on it. I feel like they would get it, but at the same time, I liked Philly, and maybe just maybe Perry the Platypus, CJ Perry, he might get that nod.
Yep. But I just get the feeling it's going to be Pittsburgh. I have zero knowledge on the matter.
Why Pittsburgh?
I think there's more of a problem with Philadelphia in 26 because you got the World Cup,
right?
You got the Phillies across the street. You got other events going on there. I would think Pittsburgh would be the better option.
Such a fair assessment. I'm not. I mean, let me be honest. I mean, that would actually make a lot of sense. Which actually brings us, I believe, to a little bit of AEW because, quite frankly, I have not sat here that much of AEW in this entire time frame, and I feel like I want to do a little AEW. We are literally 48 hours away from Double or Nothing in the desert, and we have Hangman Adam Page versus Will Ospreay for the men's side of the Owen Hart Memorial Cup tournament. Yes, WE, you can suck it and spin on it. And we also have on the women's side Mercedes Moné versus Jamie Hayter. And I am looking forward to this one because, quite frankly, I feel like it's going to be a great show. I feel like it's going to be great times. I've heard a lot of good, positive vibes over the last couple of weeks when it comes to AEW. We also have, I believe, yes, I forgot. Speedball Mike Bailey going for the Continental Championship against Kazuchika Okada. And we also have the Sons of Texas taking on the Hurt Business for the AEW Tag Team titles. If I'm not mistaken, there is at least one match that actually has my attention because I'm a bloodthirsty bitch. And like most people, I am all about that bloodthirsty. We have Anarchy in the arena. We got the Ops teaming up with Willow Nightingale and Swerve to take on these jagoffs known as Joe. I'll let you tell who they are. Joe is.
I have no idea.
Don't worry, I got you. I got you because, quite frankly, it needs to happen like that. So, right now, at this very juncture, I hate it. And this is actually on me, folks. I apologize for this one, but I want to sit here and make sure I get it right. Get their name right, at least. The Deaf Riders. And it's weird. I actually had to sit here and actually know what the hell that was. Deaf Riders versus, well, the Ops plus 1, 2, 3, 4. This, I feel like it's going to be fun to sit here and have. Because if I'm mistaken, John Moxley has won almost every single anarchy in the arena up to this point. I'm looking forward to this fun just because of the fact it needs to happen. AEW has actually sat here and stepped their game up. I know a lot of people are basically all about them right now. They hate them right now, but they are all about the fun. Also, we got Under Siege going on tomorrow night where we'll have Kardashian, basically Kardashian. Yes, I said Kardashian because he pretty much feels like a Kardashian. Kazarian and Whoop That Trick Williams taking on Ezekiel or Elias or Elijah, depending on who you ask. And Reese isn't here, right, Joe?
No.
Are we sure? Are we sure?
Unless he's popping in, I don't see him.
I don't think Reese is popping in, but I kind of feel like I want to be that guy. Sorry, Joe. You're gonna have to you're gonna have to suffer through basically what's about to happen right now. Hey, don't give me that look. I have not done this in a hot minute. I've not done this in a hot minute, but I'm doing it right now.
Okay.
Joe, let him have it.
I see where you're going.
You know what I'm going? Okay. Say his name and he appears.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. 'Cause I love him in London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland and Canada and Mexico. They say I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
I'm sorry. My wife would be the reason why I basically sat here and went a little further because she actually smacked on the table. She's outside and she smacked on the table like in the perfect timing. That's what I like. That's what I like. But I'm actually looking forward to it because I get to catch a little bit of Under Siege. I get to catch a little bit of Battleground. And I get to catch a little bit of Double or Nothing. Which means we all get to sit here and we could go to Vegas if we really want to. You know, if our boss will actually let us go to Vegas outside the Super Bowl and WrestleMania.
Don't tempt me.
I'm just saying. Hit. Hi, Mama. Ladies and gentlemen, my mother has actually joined the vote. I'm very proud of that. Good job on this one. She is a cancer survivor, and I am damn happy about it. No, that is not a storyline. I'm not making that up. I'm proud of my mother. I love you, Mom.
Yeah.
And just for her sitting here fighting that and me fighting with her from a distance, I'm all about that too. I feel like we should have more to talk about. I just did I go through all of it?
Well, I got late night baseball action tonight and tomorrow night. The Phillies are in Sacramento to take on the Sacramento A's. I know they're just called the Athletics, but I call them the Sacramento A's because
do you feel good about calling them the Sacramento A's though, Joe? I mean, hell, even I can't call them that. I can't.
I'm calling them the Sacramento A's because of the fact that I know what's going to happen in 28 or 29.
Right.
Rob Manfred or whoever's going to be in control at that time, they're going to say for the record book, it should read Sacramento A's because that's where they played.
Yeah, but the Cincinnati has the Reds, St. Louis has the Cardinals, Chicago has the Cubs. I cannot find myself sitting here calling themselves Sacramento A's. It's like basically calling the Oklahoma City Thunder the Seattle Sonics. It's like calling them the Oklahoma City Sonics. It just does not work.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it.
But I should be a little upset that it was the Oakland A's because they were in Philly for many years.
But wait, did you guys win a World Series as the Phillies a few years ago?
17 years ago.
Has it been that long?
I was at that game. I almost drowned in the first half of Game 5
Almost
when the rain
drowned?
came, and then the second half I almost froze to death.
Come on! Froze to death?
Well, it's like 35 degrees.
That's not freezing!
Well, it's cold enough.
Cold
for
enough my
baseball.
ass! You got to bear in mind, you're talking to a guy who lived in Colorado, who's been married before. Trust me, my ex-wife is probably colder than the temperature that was in Philly.
But 2 days later, when the parade happened, it was 75 and sunny.
Man.
And we got to hear those great words. And let me pull it up here because
you're gonna have to pull it up because right now, looks like the Pacers are pulling away from the Knicks, and they're probably gonna take a 2-0 lead. So we might have Pacers and Thunder in the NBA final. Third quarter just ended for the UFL. Battlehawks are up 24-13 on the Brahmas in San Antonio. It is 3-0 at second intermission with the Edmonton Oilers and the Dallas Stars. So we're trying to keep you guys up. And oh lords, what the hell? Oh, go ahead.
Harry Callis, he introduces them.
Come on.
Second baseman, Chase Utley.
World champions. World fucking champions.
World fucking champions, but you hate me that champions is a cup of coffee, you jagoff. I'm sorry, no. I know the Phillies want to feel good about that, but the best soundbite of the Phillies is not even their world championship one. I swear to God, if I find it, I swear to God, if I find it, you're welcome.
Well, I know I got one too.
Come on, lay it on me.
Matt, you.
All right. Ready?
Bring it. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Wait, hang on. Let me go back over there. Let me go back over it. Here we go. Let's go.
Matt, you said it's at the top of your pinch hit home runs. Is it at the top or is it the top?
Oh, it's definitely the top. I think that's one of those things where you've been here for a month and you want to get that one big hit where you feel like you're really part of the team. And not that I don't feel like I'm part of the team by no means, but when you get that, that nice celebration coming in the dugout and you're getting your ass hammered by guys, there's no better feeling than to have that done. And it's definitely the top pinch hit home run of my career.
Was that it?
No. I you know what? I'm trying to actually sit here and find it now just because of the fact that I feel like it was the best soundbite in baseball, and I'm hoping to God I actually can sit here and find it, but they may not sit here and let me actually sit here and play this thing, and I'm just like, come on now. It is perfect.
And you gotta I closed my connection.
Who was the Eagles?
Oh,
no, not the Eagles. The Phillies pitcher. Was it Pap? No. It wasn't Papelbon.
Mitch Williams?
No.
Kurt Schilling?
No. This was like later years. This is like during the COVID era.
Righty or lefty?
Actually, I think it was a righty. No, actually, he was a lefty. But he said a beautiful, beautiful sound bite that I'm trying to find it. And the problem is they're bringing me everything else. Even the guy who sat here and literally was this crazy drunk guy who basically decides to just do a like a DOA walk. Who the hell was it? Was it? Wait, John? What did John Smoltz say? I'm actually curious about this. Okay, I don't. While I'm trying to look this up, or someone look at it through on my phone too. Do you remember John Smoltz actually saying this? And I'm bringing this up. No, I'm bringing this up. I'm kind of curious.
Hall of Famers. I was more on the borderline and obviously did get in last year, but I'm honored. And without Bobby Cox, none of this would be possible for me, for sure.
Now, to see all the Edward Jones chatting cages in their entirety, go to MLB.com/EJ.
Did you catch that too?
Yeah, I heard that. Who was saying that in the background?
I am not fucking sure.
Without Bobby Cox, none of this would be possible for me, for sure.
I think it was Bobby Cox.
To see all the Edward Jones chatting cages in their entirety, go to MLB.com/.
Let me find out. Let's see if we can find out here. Tell him to go fuck him. Who said that? I am very curious about that one. Oh wait, we have a winner. Amsinger?
Greg Amsinger? Greg Amsinger?
No. I'm thinking Frank Amsinger. Like, what? Are we serious right now? I am surprised you don't remember that one. What the hell is that pitcher's name? Who was the latest pitcher that they were really hoping were going to be? He is for the Phillies. I remember that. Or was it Washington? Or was it Washington? Now I think about it.
Max Scherzer?
No, Scherzer doesn't have the balls as he actually dropped this out. And maybe it's a knock on him, but I don't care. I think it was a national. Who was it? I think it was actually a game between the Nationals and the Phillies. I remember that much.
Well, I remember
it was during the COVID era. I remember that part too. Folks, if you happen to know exactly which one it was, because I can remember the game, I can remember the actual pitcher, and that's the part that's bugging me.
I mean, I remember the fight between Papelbon and Harper when they were both in D.C. That was back in 2015.
Yeah, but this one was so much more. I thought it was a Phillies one, but I remember this one just because of the fact that I was sitting in a hospital bed. And he actually said it, and it was during that COVID era, so nobody was actually in the damn stadium. I remember that part. Let's see if I can try to hunt that down, because now it's gonna be stuck in my head so much I'm gonna lose my nerve. Who was the pitcher for? Folks, I know you're out there. I know you're listening. Please help me out here. Who was that pitcher? Who was that pitcher that sat here and just said those words? And he wasn't pitching that day. I know that much. He was not pitching that day, but he was up in the stands and he was talking smack to the umpire. And the crazy part is that I thought I would actually have this one. That's the part that gets me more than anything else. It was like the highlight. That's the thing that gets me most. It's like it was the highlight of it. All right, let me chop some things down here. Oh, I know who that picture was because it's gonna throw me off. It's gonna drive me crazy. We're gonna find out.
The new Marvel movie. Yes. Yeah, I heard it's really good. Is JJ not going with you?
Yep, there it was.
Found it.
Strasburg. That's who
Oh,
the
okay.
hell it was. Do you remember it now?
I remember him. I don't remember what it was though.
Oh, I got you. Oh, I got you. Oh, I got you. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love this one. That was like probably one of my funniest ones. My best, probably one of my favorite sound bites of Steven Strasburg. I remember this one. I hope I actually can find this damn thing. Let me see. Strasburg. Come on, give me something. Give me something.
I mean, I found it on AI on Google.
I'm sure AI's got it. I'm sure AI's probably got it to the cows come home. I'm gonna try. I would kind of figure that clip probably would be like the highlight of it. Why the hell is that clip not good?
I think I might have found it. I found it on
Oh shit! I think I did too.
MLB.com.
No, but I'm like screw it. I think I want to go with that. I think I want to go with. Hang on. Let me see if I actually can pull this bastard up.
Yeah,
Hang on.
it's the same thing I'm looking at.
Let's see what we got. Let's see if you remember this one.
I think what's great about Conforto, Keith, ahead 0-2, and he off the plate to Alonso, 2-2. 2-2 coming. And it's just a little low, full count.
With a good ball. If you see him, oh boy, he's hot. Same with the catcher. He's turning around. Like, where was that pitch? Look at that. You make pitches with 2 strikes. Oh, rabbit.
Davey Martinez barking from the dugout.
Got rabbit ears.
Well, you can hear everything now, right?
Carlos Torres hurt him and he throws him out.
Who do you throw?
Well, Davey was barking at him. I don't know if he got Davey or somebody else.
And then you can't go out and argue, right?
No, you're not supposed to.
Oh!
Sorry, folks. Sorry, FCC.
Fucking brutal.
Sounds of the game. Sponsored by.
They want to know who's got thrown out. Who got tossed?
I don't think it was the manager. It was someone down the bench.
Well, usually it's the hitting coach if it's not the manager, and that would be Kevin Long or Pat Ressler.
Or pitching coach.
Oh, so worth
it. Brutal. That's what I heard.
I don't care who you are. Steven Strasburg screaming those words just made it so perfect. Because when I watched that game back from the time, before the time when Strasburg said it, he ain't lying. It was fucking brutal. It was.
Yeah.
Oh, God. What do we, you know what? What do we have left? We have SmackDown pretty much wrapping themselves up right now. Money in the Bank is right around the corner. Of course, the big giant Lucha Libre pay-per-view that is going to be setting up that weekend in Los Angeles, which means that the West Coast will get the Swerve on.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Swerve on, I believe AEW is actually making a return around that close to that same weekend, but we'll see what happens. What do we got? What do we got left, Joe? I mean, there's no golf. Is there like some horsing going on, or is there a little horse racing going?
Well, we had the Preakness last week. And that was journalism, the favorite winning.
No chance of a Triple Crown?
No, because Sovereignty did not run into Preakness.
With a name like Sovereignty, I'm not surprised.
But we're hopeful that both of them will face off in the Belmont at Saratoga.
Which will work out well.
Yeah. And
so
hopefully we'll have a rematch between the two of them.
Here's my question though. You went all the way down to Florida and yet you look whiter than my walls right now.
Well, it's been a month. It's been almost a month since I've been down there.
Yeah, but you could have gotten a tan while you were there.
And it's also I was doing a lot of behind the scenes work to get ready for those shows and my articles and all that. And I don't tan, I burn.
You could have got something. You were down in Florida. I mean, it's Florida for fuck's sake.
That was 4 weeks ago.
It still counts. I'm pretty sure my wife could go down to Florida and she would come out darker than me when we get back. I'm just putting that out there. AJ, I know you're listening. Make that mess happen.
But I'm not going to Florida until like December at the earliest because I don't want to be down there during hurricane season.
Every month is hurricane season. It's Florida. You know what? I can't even. Joe, what you got? Joe, you got any shows you want to basically fire up on? Any shows you want to help promote? Good God,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Also eligible will be tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. Going to be looking mostly at Santa Anita. And without AJ nudging me, I'm going to add a race from his stomping grounds, Monmouth Park Racetrack in Oceanport, New Jersey as well.
How was AJ's numbers when it came to him doing the nudge?
What nudge are we talking about?
The nudge, you say that without AJ nudging me. Come on.
No. The nudge was from the Daily Racing Forum website because they chose Monmouth as opposed to Santa Anita.
AJ, if you basically gonna be sitting here pulling this little stunt, send your brother some of those winning races.
You know
I
what?
may not be in Florida, but I'm pretty sure I could hang. I can pretty much sit here and win something from Florida.
All right, share the screen.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
99% of the races that I write about,
right,
on a daily basis, are right here on the front page. Free race of the day. Today's race was Churchill Downs. You go here to tomorrow. I'm going to share that tab.
I go to you for my races, though.
Tomorrow, I'll be looking at Monmouth, but I'm also going to look at Santa Anita because they got a big day of racing there. So I'm going to be doing like 6 races tomorrow.
I say to give it prepared. I go to you for my damn races. That's kind of how it usually works with us.
And
I go to you for my.
And I had a couple of days where my horses finished second. But I will tell you something. Over the last week, I had a 10-1 winner. I had an 8-1 winner. I had a 6-1 winner. And I also am reconstructing the whole Quillspix Winners Excel file because I accidentally deleted it last week.
So do we need to start setting up like a backup to the backup show? Because that's like we need to.
No.
For those of us who have to work the weekends and actually need some of those big winners.
Just follow the show. Go to the Bleacher Brothers page. My articles are there every day, or just about every day.
We're online.
And I think I have 11 or 12 winners already this month. I'm hitting it like. Well, I have to pull up the Excel file.
I just kind of figured you would. Oh snap! We got about a minute 6 left, folks. or minute 5, 110-107. Pacers 3-point lead over the Knicks. We have 3-0 in the third with Edmonton over Dallas, which means that game will be tied up. The Battlehawks pretty much are whooping that trick like it's on tomorrow, 32-13 over the Brahmas at this very juncture. When we say we got your covered, we got your covered, peoples. I'm trying to say, I'm trying my hardest to sit here and like PG my words because apparently my mother's watching. So, yeah. Oh fuck! I'm sorry, Mom. Love you.
I am on my win wagers. I am 12 for 31 this month.
Is that a good one or bad? You gotta understand. I don't play the ponies.
To be considered a handicapper, well, 12 for 33 actually. So 12 for 33 is 36% this month.
Right.
The average handicapper hits 20%.
Translation, folks, if you want to get some of the good, if you want to make yourself some quick money, go to this guy. Go to Joe Quills. Go to AJ. Go to Bleacher Brothers. We could get you guys paid.
And you look at all the wagers that I've played for this given month so far. For every dollar that you have wagered this month, you've gotten $1.63 back.
Translation. Even the broke homeless guys that sit here and panhandle on the highway exits, they're even playing because they need the money, and I ain't gonna go there. This would be the part where Reese would jump in and he would have some show he wants to advertise and this, that, and the other. I'm just gonna do that for you. United Aftermath usually on Wednesdays. We're actually going to do it on Sunday nights because right now at this very juncture, Sunday seems to be working well for us. We are going to be doing another Smashing show. We're probably doing that one. We're just probably going to do that one on Friday because why the fuck not? Might as well have some fun. However, the Divisions returns. Reese and I did do this one last year, and it actually kicked ass. But this is the first time I actually do it on this specific platform, and we are doing it on the In the Bleachers channel, the Aftermath channel, as well as my own personal channel, and we're also doing it on the Reese Cap on Facebook, and we're also doing it on the Bleacher Brothers channel on Twitch. When I put it as nice as possible, even if Reese is not there, I have somebody who actually wants to be able to sit here and chime in on it. And while we are not, while we are at this moment of where we're not keeping it a surprise, our first show of the Divisions will actually be going on. 4th of July weekend. 4th of July, we're going to be doing the NFC East or the AFC East. We haven't decided which. We're going to flip a coin. We're going to see which one to go with. So I guess this is the part where I will tell you to basically do your homework because we might be talking about your division or we might be talking about the other division. And seeing how this fool's got this hockey in paradise thing going in honor of the Panthers and, of course, the Owls.
Florida Atlantic.
I would feel like you would want to, give them a little props.
Yeah. Yeah, Panthers are playing well right now.
Panthers are playing well, up 2-0 on the Hurricanes as of earlier tonight. Also, the Owls do play hockey. Contrary to what people believe, the Owls do play hockey. Hopefully, somewhere in this crazy cluster that we call Bleacher Brothers, we are going to be doing a lot of crazy live shows. Do not be surprised if you see myself and my broadcast partner, Angelo Rockins, a.k.a. Rockin' Reese, sitting here doing a couple of shows sometime this summer. And don't be surprised if you see me and the Quilsy one doing a couple of shows this summer. Don't be surprised if I sit here and make a little trip down to Vegas. And for once, whenever it happens in Vegas, I'll stay in Vegas because I will have the boy Don Juan to smooth operator himself, sitting here actually with me on this one, trying to get his ass up north. But apparently, everybody's afraid of Washington for some fucking reason, which I don't get. Oregon's like right next door. For fuck's sake, come on, people, get on with it. That being said,
well, I was in Seattle last year.
I know, but you weren't his. We could have sat had a beer or a drink or a shot, or I could have had the shots for you. I'm not sure which.
You could have the shots for me.
I'm pretty sure I could pull that off. But folks, we are trying. We're waiting. Right now, we got about 4.2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Indiana Pacers are up 113-109 on the Knicks. Right now, we have 8:39 left in the Western Conference Final. Edmonton Oilers looking to be evening it up, up one in a game apiece as they're up 3-0 on the Stars, unless the Stars do what they have been doing all damn season. Got about 7.5 left in the Brahma Dome. As the Brahmas are trailing 32-13 on the St. Louis Bellhawks, who are trying to lock up that top spot for the XFL championship game that they will be hosting, which UFL Sanger said was by default, which we just call bullshit on that one. I'm trying to wait until this thing actually ends for the NBA, because at least that way there's something to sit here and actually pay attention to.
Mm-hmm.
So the divisions on the 4th of July weekend, we're going to start it there while the fireworks are going off. So you will be hearing a lot of pops on both sides of the headphones. Also, we're going to do a little bit more smashing. That will be on Friday. And on Sundays, we're going to move it to Sundays because we want to prepare for the playoffs. Yes, I said it. Playoffs? Yes, you talk about playoffs? Are you kidding me? Playoffs?
I just hope we win a game.
Another game. We doing ham. We going crazy. We going big. There's my Redbirds. Let's get it. ESPN updates. You can't sit here and hold me for that. We are doing the United Aftermath. We're just moving that to Sundays. So Sunday night, after the games are over, see this. You be prepared to see this pretty little face. And we go sit here and run it up, run it back, run it up, and take this ball and run with it. We go have some fun. I think we got them all. Jim Irsay. Oh, are we supposed to do we need to talk about the Aaron Rodgers bullshit? Or can we just not think about the Aaron Rodgers bullshit?
No, let's pretend he retired.
I hope he did. I hope he did retire. Hell, I can honestly tell you, I even got to go to Tom Gross's feed, his Facebook, his YouTube right now, and I'm guaranteeing you Tom Gross is hoping this little sorry bastard sat here and retired too. I am all for guys that sit here and win the Super Bowl and actually try to do more. But Aaron Rodgers hadn't done shit. And Ben Roethlisberger was worse. A worse for wear. And you can tell the Steelers fans I said it. I don't care. It's garbage. Hot garbage. We have a final. Pacers are up 2 games to none. 114-109 is the final. And that one is officially, it is, as Adam Pierce would say, it is official. I could be Adam Pierce, just a better looking Adam Pierce, but that's neither here nor there. On behalf of my big boy JG, Joe Grassi, the original, the Philly Pea Puncher, because apparently I had to clean it up according to his publicist, which tell your publicist to suck it. I'm sorry. I am the Captain Ron Johnson, aka Captain Task Force. That's Joe Grassi. This has been the captain. He's the guy I basically all the women sit here and swoon over. I'm just the guy I basically look at it and go, I need a couple more shots. Tell me when I'm telling lies. Don't ask my wife that. Anyway, we will see you guys next time on Sebastian. It's been fun. It's been real, but it has not been real fun. But we'll see you guys next time on the Sebastian Show. We'll see y'all next week. Oh my God. I'm an asshole.
But the main thing is, you bunch of fuckers, despite the provocation from the cavalry, no fighting.
For a long time.
No fighting. No fucking fighting. No fighting.
For a long
No
time.
fucking fighting!
Redeem these nuts!
We take that Cougar in the jab. We want the gold, sucker. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga. I can point out the record, Steve.
Showtime, you get thrown to the ropes and clothesline. First I capture the streets, then aim for the charts. Like when I capture the beat, I aim for your heart. Most of y'all careers was doomed from the start. You a video gangster, you only shoot for the part. I can see you when you're a snake. I'm a mow your lawn. Been exposed to the world using fake, so keep your eyes peeled. You might not see me coming, cause I'm tinted up on the windshield. You don't really want it with me, so you need to pull up a chair, something, cause I ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I don't think you want it. You don't really want it with me, so you need to pull up a chair, something, cause I ain't going nowhere. If I ain't with Bumpy wildin' out in 2 twin Porsches, I'm in a GS